Howdy, howdy, everyone. Howdy, howdy, howdy. I'm going to try this YouTube version. We'll see what happens. It should be quite interesting. Uh, so, tonight's trivia is 70s music trivia, written by none other than moi. It is an original. I don't copy any other things. I don't want any copyright violations or people, yeah. So I appreciate the same. I do put a lot of work in this, and then I go down the rabbit hole, and it takes me forever to write a trivia thing because, yeah, it's fun. I learned so much, so I love doing these, um, and hopefully people get notifications um, that I'm actually doing a live. So we always wait a bit to let people get in here and get happy and get comfortable. And I hope this works because normally I go through Restream. This is a little bit different for me. Doing it this way. But I was almost afraid we'd be inundated with people coming in. But yeah, looks like it's going to be a slow night. So I'm not sure what's going on here. I have to look and see if I'm actually am I live or am I Memorex here. So yeah, tonight's 70s, and when I do these trivia, right trivia, it's kind of all inclusive. I don't just stick with one genre or anything like that. Now I could indeed do it by genre. See, I just got these glasses because the glare drives me nuts. Okay. That isn't too bad, but I have to tilt it. But not as much as it would help if I put my head up too. So, but I'm always looking down. I'm trying, my face is all over the place. Um, but yeah, so I'm try to be all inclusive so that a wide variety of people can play along. Um, so there is no, I mean, you might get lucky and know something off the bat that somebody else might not know. So it's not all rock and roll. It's not all R&B. It's, like I said, it's a good mix. Now, what I don't normally do is blues or jazz, uh, elevator music, anything like that. So I'm going to have to put my jacket on here. My jacket, it's my robe, actually. It's a short robe, but this room is chilly. I have a heater over there, but I'm afraid it's going to howdy. I'm afraid if I put my heater on, it's going to mess up the sound for y'all. But we're just waiting for more people to come in. Here we had somebody come and go, so it's not a regular player. Hello, hello. We're waiting on people to funnel in. I normally don't go live on this format. I usually go live in another format on Restream, but I thought I'd try this out, see how it goes. I do these trivia annually every winter, so kind of keeps us from getting bored, kind of keeps things active. And once we get some more folks in here, we can get started. But yeah, I might have to sign out and do my regular restream here because something doesn't seem to be working well. Let me see. Let me see what we've got going on. I know a lot of people, it takes a while for the notifications to go out. or to pop up. And somebody might be in the middle of a video, and once they finish, they'll see and they pop in. I think that's what happens more often than not. And maybe because I've changed my format, people are not expecting it. And I used a photo, which I normally don't do. It's usually my face, so it's less recognizable. Let me see. I view my own channel. Should that be illegal? No, there I am. There I am. So, in all my glory. So that is actually working. Getting the playback is terrible. Maybe I need to go to my regular restream setup. Wonder if I can. If I do that, it might really throw this off. So let me do this. Enter Studio. I think maybe, let's see, 70s music trivia. And I even put out a notification today that we were having trivia tonight. We only did it Saturday night that one time because I had an interview with Mark Kropka that we had scheduled long ago. Hello. Trying to get people in here because normally I go live under a different format, under Restream, and I think this live. Hello, it's Easy 70s. That's right. Easy peasy 70s with Easy Street. So Hunter, did it throw you off that I had a picture or something? People are coming in slow today, and I posted a community post. Do you think that threw people off because it's A, not on Restream, and B, it's not my face? Like, I don't know why that would attract anyone, but yeah. Because it's the first time using, I think it's the first time I've used live YouTube for trivia night. And it's definitely the first time I've used a, whatever. You have no idea. How's your week been? Have you, you're the only YouTuber that will sit there and go live on other people's panel while live on your own show and give out links to other people's lives. That's a very creative concept. Not seen done before. Yeah. Great thinking. Yeah, but you never have anybody up on your own panel. So I'm thinking harder and harder about, I told Chris about wanting to go up to visit you and Cedar Rapids and all that. I like you too, Hunter. Lots and lots. I love you. I'll go that far. I'm not ashamed to say it. I was reminiscing last night in the middle of the night, and I found one of the old Boyd wrestling videos where I was one of the characters. I think it was the second fight, though, and I don't know why. I think Coach maybe took down the first wrestling match. I don't know. I might have to dig a little bit more for that. But I put a clip out there in a short. I don't know, Hunter. Maybe sometimes. I've been getting a little risque on some of my topics. But, crazy people not prepping for snowstorms in Georgia. I mean, come on. Drives me nuts. And I posted, what was it? There were, I have it in a document? Probably not. But police in um, in 22 hours, because of the storm, the police responded to over 1,800. Hey, Rita, good to see you, darling. How are you doing this week? The police responded to over 1,800 incidences, and there were 8 police cars that were dinged up, and 2 officers were injured, all because of trying to help other people or responding to incidences. It's insane, is what it is. But part of that is employers not letting their people go and not keeping an eye on the weather. And people were saying, well, they didn't put the warning out until late. No, they had the watch out, the warning. And they said it's like a tornado. When you get a warning, it's there. Like, it's happening, baby. It's happening. So, yeah, you gotta take heed. I was watching the radar. I knew it was coming, and I knew about when it was coming, because they have that future kind of thing. So we'll get started. We're kind of waiting for more people to funnel in. I know Faye's probably busy tonight. Heck, it may just be the 2 of you. But let's see. There were 1,819 calls for service. 572 were related to traffic accidents. 2 officers sustained minor injuries while addressing them. Yeah, 8 police vehicles, I can't believe I remembered all that, were involved in traffic-related accidents due to severe weather. And many officers, including 911 operators, worked extensive hours to manage and respond to increased call volume effectively. I mean, that's just insane. But if people would stay off the roads. And then you had people with ice on the road. They're asking if DoorDash is delivering and stuff, or are the grocery stores open? Like, they had a week. They had a week. Well, there's a watch. We had a watch. They were like talking about the weather for like a week. There probably is going to be something that's probably going to. And then they had the warning, like what, 24, 48 hours in advance. And then, yeah, by the warning or the watch. And then the warning, I just used the future weather thing, and it showed all the stuff coming our way. And they'd closed the schools. The state had closed for the full day. The all day Tuesday, the state had closed. The schools had closed. And yet people were required to go to work, and employers held them to the last minute. People just, in my opinion, people just need to start walking out. I had 16-year-old kids walking home because they went to their after school job at whatever fast food restaurant, KFC. And once they closed, they just left it. The kids couldn't drive home, so they had to walk, some of them like 5 miles to get home. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. We're going to have to go back to the days where everything's a union. Labor protest and stuff. It's crazy. I don't know. It's so unfair. And I just think somebody reported cars in ditches, like all the way up coming home from one side of the country or the county to the other. And I'm just thinking, now those employers are going to lose those workers for even more days, right? Instead of just hours, had they allowed them to go home safely and take a day off, maybe do a makeup day, they're going to lose more hours because they're going to have to deal with their car situation. Most people can't even afford the deductible to have their cars fixed. So I don't know. So many issues, so little time. We can try to solve the world's problems, but it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Are we ready to play? It's gonna be a small crowd tonight. Leah might jump in at some point. We'll see. She usually gets here late. It was fun watching her and Mandy beat mine and Bimbo's butt last night. I'm glad those videos are still up. I don't know about that, Hunter. I don't know about that. Hey, Tribbles, how's it going? I had him promise that there would be no gray divorce when I take my Social Security. He kind of just looked at me and did one of these. Oh, gosh. So if he dumps me, Hunter, will you take me? I won't be worth as much, but gosh, damn it. Life has no guarantees, not even in marriage. Yeah. So I have a friend that's going through a divorce. My former roommate. I hate it for him. He was such a good man, such a good husband. He did all the laundry, did all the grocery shopping. He went to all the stores to get the best deal, maintained cars, took care of the yard, took care of the animals, took care of the kids. I mean, packed lunches for the kids. He was just awesome. For whatever reason, he's 60 and she's done. She's much younger. So I hate it for him. It's so hard. So hard. But I don't know. I'd hate to be in that. Yeah. I do both, Tribbles. I do both. My ex-husband, we had a pool too. And we had a pool, half acre, pretty big house. And I did it all. I took care of the pool. I took care of the yard. I took care of everything. All he had to do was go to work, come home. And I work sometimes too. So for their company. So I would have to do international credit reports. So I'd be up in the middle of the night calling across the pond and overseas to different countries and verifying people's rent and landlord and living and bank stuff. And yeah. So you ate out at restaurants 3 or 4 times weekly? Tribbles? I do a barbecue. I smoke some stuff, but I don't have a smoker. I do it on a regular grill. I've learned how to baby that stuff. Chris doesn't know how to cook, but he knows how to do dishes. So that was our prenup. I knew he didn't know how to cook. He said, "You cook, I'll do dishes." I'm like, "Great. I love it. I'm in heaven." So I absolutely love that. And then what was the other thing? Oh, I noticed in his bachelor pad, he would just kind of pile up laundry. And I'm like, "Is that dirty?" And he's like, "No, those are clean ones." I'm like, "Okay." So the other prenup was he would initiate laundry and get it going, and then I would fold and put away. Now, we kind of balance it out. Somebody see, oh, Chris, by the way, honey, I don't know that he put laundry in the dryer. I forgot to. Let me text him real quick. See, this at this stage of my life, it does take two of us. Gosh, I'm so bad. So we're just chit chatting a while anyway, till before we get started, because we're trying to get some more people in here. There may just be 3 of us tonight. I bet Rita's a good cook. Yeah, I'm trying to get away from that, Rita. It's been so much a part of my identity. That's probably why I have a lot of weight on me that I've been losing, but like that's part of my weight loss journey is to like get away from that. But I still love good food. Tonight I had oh, we made those nachos the other night. So tonight we ate the chili and then I don't know why I've been wanting corn. So I made some corn fritters. Yeah, I hang most of my stuff anymore. So, yeah. Yeah, yeah. And I don't even have a recipe for my corn fritters really. I think I put one out there, but I just kind of eye it and go by what I have. Like tonight I threw in some cilantro because I had some fresh and some jalapeno. I put cornstarch in it to make it a little more crispy, a little bit of flour. I had some whipping cream. So I used whipping cream, but I didn't want to use all my whipping cream because I'm going to use it for grits. So I put a little extra milk in. It just ends up like, and then I found some cornmeal. So I was like, yeah, let me throw some cornmeal in there. And then I put the baking soda in and the egg, baking soda in last, some salt, cumin, garlic powder, onion powder. I think that's about it. And then the baking powder. And then, yeah, fried them up. They were delish. They were delicious. So, yeah, I don't know what my goal weight is. It's just, a little bit at a time. I have a tumor on my adrenal gland, and I think it makes it very hard for me to lose weight. Very, very hard. So it's tough, but yeah, I usually drop weight in the wintertime, believe it or not, when I eat heartier meals, actually. So I don't know why. And I think maybe it's that I work so hard in the summertime, working out, gardening, and all that stuff, and in the house that I'm so hungry. And then I eat more, and then my little crazy tumor like hates me. So I don't know. There might be. I get another test this year on the tumor thing, and we'll see. We'll see what's happening. It's on my adrenal gland. I've had it for years, but the question is it like putting out too much cortisol, which probably is like way more than it needs to sometimes, because then I'll just pass out without warning. So yeah. It's crazy, crazy. So it's Cushing's disease or Addison's disease, and in very rare cases, you can have both. Which I think in very rare cases, I sometimes have both. So yeah, I just like taste a little bit. Oh, I can't. Oh, I. This is different. I'm not used to being able to. How do I pin here? Oh, it pins it at the top. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, we eat a lot of leftovers. Chris always takes his lunch to work. I've always taken my lunch to work when I worked. So I dreaded travel because I'd have to eat with travel by myself was fine. If I traveled with my bosses, they like chain restaurants, and I always ended up having to take Rolaids. It was terrible. Always got sick eating at chain restaurants. So, all right, let's get started. I guess it's going to be a small crew tonight. But if somebody comes in late, Vinny or Leah, Kimber said she might make it, but she wasn't sure. So she did see the post. But like I said, I think maybe me not using Restream and having a nice little picture up there for a change may have thrown people off. Like, wow, it's looking professional. I'm trying to up my edit game and stuff. So I'm trying. I can't always promise anything. All right, Hunter. Rita. Tribbles. Yeah, I sent her a message. I don't know if she saw that or not. And I hate hearing it because I just got over it myself. And I know she's had it and she really struggled with it. So I'm really concerned for her. Spartan Dan, he's been dealing with pneumonia. So he's really, really been struggling. So I said if this next round of stuff they give him doesn't work, he's going to have to go in the hospital. But he's sounding much, much better. Much better. Yeah, Chris is the same way, but he works in the school system. So that helps keep your immune system up. All right, let's go. Y'all ready? Oh, we got a couple more people here. Anyone can join anytime they want. We are just getting started because, we give time for people to meander in. So, and that always scares somebody out. So, question number 1. Ironically, this popular song beat has a recommended timing for giving CPR. Ironically, this popular song beat has the recommended timing for giving CPR. Dun, 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 dun. Any answers? Any answers? Everybody's quiet. No guesses? The irony is it's actually staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive. That beat is what you need for giving CPR. So, yep. So I don't know, Turbles. Were you typing it as I said it? I don't know. All right. So also remember in my trivia, if I've mentioned a song during the week in one of my videos, it may become part of trivia. Yep. Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. I'll give you a point. Tribbles. All right. Question number 2. Dolly Parton's first crossover pop song was released as a single in September 1977 as the title track for Parton's album of the same name. It was also featured in one of my shorts this week. I gave you the point, Tribbles. Question number 2. Dolly Parton's first crossover pop song was released as a single in September 1977 as the title track from her album. It was also featured in one of my shorts this week. Oh, yeah. Don't use voice to text if you don't mind, because not everybody uses that and it makes it unfair. But you can use the little cogwheel, or Hunter says if you click the live, it will automatically take you directly to the current end of the video. Yeah, if you use text to talk, everybody else is typing. So not everybody uses text to talk. So it kind of makes it unfair. We kind of do the honor system here. No Google, no text to talk. There was somebody that used to, I think they had 2 phones. So with one phone, they would let Google, hit the mic for the question and then text to talk for the answer. It was frustrating because nobody else could ever win. So yeah, question 2. Dolly Parton's first crossover pop song was released as a single September 77. And it was also featured in one of my shorts this week. Another hint is that topped the U.S. country single chart for 5 weeks and was nominated for the 78 Grammy Award for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance. Reached number 3 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. No answers? No answers? So the answer was Here You Come Again. So I did a little short video, and it was the snow, because this is the second snow Georgia's had, and it is very unusual. I've lived here 40 years and don't remember that being a thing. I think you're still lagging behind, Tribbles. Or you're answering after I give the answer. One or the other. I don't know what's going on. But if you hit that little live icon, it should always take you right to the current question. So here we go with question number 3. This 1974 hit by, I don't think Rita answered. Yeah, I hit that live. I mean, I lagged too. It could be your connection as well. But the way I have this set up is there is a feature where I can go and I can say I need to have the first comment, not the top comment. So there is a difference. And I always set it for the first comment so that I make sure, because I know in other trivias that's always been a problem. What the host sees versus what the audience can see sometimes. So it's a little crazy. All right, question number 3, hit your live button. Hit your live button now. Question number 3, this 1974 hit by Carl Douglas saw a resurgence in 2008 with a remake by CeeLo Green and Jack Black. Name the song and the original album title. It's a 2-point question. This 1974 hit by Carl Douglas saw a resurgence in 2008 with a remake by CeeLo Green and Jack Black. Dun, 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 dun. Now, I know we've discussed this song several times on Bimbo's channel. A few times. I think it may even made a list at one point. The original song made a list. Wow. I'm shocked. All right. So that would be Kung Fu Fighting. Everybody was Kung Fu Fighting. And the name of the album is Kung Fu Fighting and Other Love Songs. Bet you didn't know Kung Fu Fighting was a love song. All right, here we go. Question number 4. This Rod Stewart song was mentioned in one of my lives this week. A 1971 performance of the song on Top of the Pops saw the Faces joined on stage by DJ John Peel, who pretended to play the mandolin. Number 4, this Rod Stewart song was mentioned in one of my lives this week. A 1971 performance of the song on Top of the Pops saw the Faces joined on stage by DJ John Peel, who pretended to play the mandolin. It's question number 4. It's open up. Anybody can answer. Now, Olivia might have gotten this one. So it was a popular, it has a mandolin in it. It was mentioned in one of my lives this week. And And it was performed by the Faces. Rod Stewart performed it when he was with the band The Faces, with Ronnie Wood as a guitarist. I got my Stones shirt on. Speaking of Ronnie Wood. Hey, Jennifer. Good to see you. How are you doing? We're just kind of getting started. So, Tribbles has 2 points. We've got Hunter and Rita are playing. I hope you're staying warm, Jennifer. Y'all keep getting snow up there. No problem, Jen. Google has 2 points. I don't know what that means. Rod Stewart song, mentioned in one of my lives this week. 71 performance on Top of the Pops saw the Faces joined on stage by DJ John Peel, who pretended to play the mandolin. My camera. I said I need to research. I need a new camera. This is crazy. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Nope. Nope. The answer is Maggie May from 1971. Remember the mandolin in the beginning? And the guy who wrote that actually ended up, he had some mental health problems. So he ended up just quitting music kind of altogether for a long time, kind of going into obscurity. He went to Wales in a, farmland, very country, and got away from things. But later on, what was interesting, and there's no credit to any of this on Wikipedia, which is crazy. But he ended up composing songs for The Walking Dead. Was it? What else was there? Now I'm curious. Maggie May. He was a co-writer of the song. And I'd never heard of this guy before. And I guess because he kind of dropped out. Martin Quintenton. And he was with a band. It was a blues rock band. I want to check this band out called Steamhammer that was released in 1968. And when you look up Steamhammer, they're listed kind of under prog rock and stuff. And he did in 1973 formed a band with Pete Sears, Manford Mann, drummer John Lingwood, and keyboardist Max Middleton. But yeah, he disappeared to Anglesey, Wales. But there was so little information about him on Wikipedia that I decided to Google him. And he came up in IMDb, which was a big shocker. And under, so this was the bigger shocker. Waking the Dead. Sorry, I said The Walking Dead. I misread that the first time. Waking the Dead. He also wrote Torch Song Trilogy, which is a great movie, and About Schmidt. He did soundtracks for. It was crazy. So he had to come back. Oops. Did I just end that? No, I'm still here, am I? I'm still here. No, where am I? There I am. Sorry. I had Restream pulled up, so it threw me off. Anyway, so it was weird. He had a comeback, which was really cool. So, yeah. So it was Waking the Dead. So I didn't click on the IMDb. Yeah, I did. I got lost. Kind of like I do when I get writing trivia. I go down these rabbit holes. I had so many windows open. I was going down rabbit holes here. So let me close those so I don't do that anymore. All right. So question number 5. This 1972 single, make sure to hit your live so you're caught up. All right. The little live button will catch you up quickly. A nice trick from Mr. Honor there. Question number 5. This 1972 single reached number 1 on both the Billboard Hot 100 and the Cashbox Top 100 charts. Was about this fine girl. Jennifer got the point with Brandy. You are correct, ma'am. Very good. Hike with Mike. Good to see you. I will add you to the list. All right. So Jennifer has 1 point. Tribbles has 2 points. And here we go with question number 6. Again, hit that live button. It'll speed you right up to a current time if you're happen to be lagging. Question number 6. In this 1972 hit by the OJs, in this 1972 hit, the OJs pleaded to people all over the world to join hands and start what? This 1972 hit by the OJs pleaded to people all over the world to join hands and start a blank. Do I need to sing? People all over the world now, join in. Join. Does that help or hurt? Anyone gonna get it? Nope, not Soul Train, but A Train. Very close. Very close. There you go. Hike with Mike. Very good. You're on the board. You're on the board. All right, go ahead and hit that button for the live to advance if you're lagging behind. Question number 7. This song by Hall & Oates was incorrectly rumored to be about Patty Hearst, and the son of Sam claimed it inspired him to carry out his dastardly deeds, even though it was released much later than his nefarious activities. There you go, Mike. Wow. Mike's coming in strong here. Yes, Rich Girl it is, from 1976. Now, this one is interesting because, I like to mix it up. I like to do a little, like, if I mention a song during one of my lives, I'll throw in some trivia from that. And I kind of like to do like band or, songs that got kicked off the airwaves or had issues or whatever. And this one I found I was really shocked. Like there's 2 live. I thought I canceled that other one. No, it's canceled, Tribbles. I went live and I canceled it. And that probably says interview with Mark Kropka. I don't know. So this is the live. So this one was a real shocker. In 1975, everybody ready? Hooray, get your hands on the keyboard. In 1975, this Loretta Lynn song was banned. Can you believe it? Loretta Lynn had a banned song in 1975. Name the song. Name the song. Believe it or not. Oh, there you go, Rita. Rita's on the board. You are correct. It's a song called The Pill. And I really liked some of the lyrics. I haven't listened to it yet. And I'm going to have to pull it up. This incubator is overused because you've kept it filled. But feeling good comes easy now since I got the pill. It's getting dark. It's roosting time. Tonight's too good to be real. Oh, but Daddy, don't you worry none, because Mama's got the pill. The first lyric is, you wined me and dined me when I was your girl, promised I'd be your wife, you'd show me the world, but all I've seen of this world is a bed and a doctor bill. I'm tearing down your brooder house because now I've got the pill. I love it. I love it. Oh, you posted my canceled one, not my live one? Oh, gosh. Well, tell them to come on over. I don't know why it's live because I canceled it a while ago. It should be canceled. Yeah, I'm gonna guess it didn't stay on very long. Let's see here. Yeah, Restream doesn't show that I'm live. So I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I think it's been gone, Tribbles, so it's probably lagging. You may be lagging again. Yeah, it's kind of like the movie The Warriors. It came out in the 70s. It came out one night and I saw it opening night and it was gone the next day. They banned that thing. They've gotten better with some of that stuff. I don't even know the last movie to be banned. Or the last song to be banned for that matter. But I know there have been some current ones. Because like that In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins was banned for certain. Silly, but whatever. So, all right, let's move on. Question number 9. This song by Isaac Hayes won an Academy Award for Best Original Song in 1972. Name the song and the movie. This Isaac Hayes song won an Academy Award for Best Original Song in 1972. Name the song and the movie. Do you know the name of the song? Hi, with Mike. You get 1 point for that. Shut your mouth. That's a great song. Everybody needs a theme song. What was that movie? That was a line in I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker, I believe. And it was a reference to Shaft, which I think I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker is a funny movie. Books are the thing now. Yeah, banning books. So silly. So silly. And then you just make the kids more curious and they go to the local library and get them. They like know what to check out of the local library or read. Mom, I need to go study at the library. Can I go study at the library? They hang out with their friends and take turn reading it. Oh, gosh. So Mike, you don't know the name of the song from Shaft? It is actually different. It is different. Yeah, and some of the books that they're trying to ban is ridiculous too. Oh, kids didn't go much to the library in my day either, but to do like get together and hang out and do things, you know, like meet boys they're not supposed to hang out with, stuff like that. I wouldn't know. Not at all. Actually, I never did that. But maybe there was a boy that met me at the library because I was the one that had to be. I don't know. Perhaps. I was a good kid. I was an AB student then. All right. So the name of the song is The Theme from Shaft. So, but Mike, you get a point. So very good. Very good. Well done. So yeah, Shaft and Theme from Shaft. But the intro on that is pretty amazing. All right, number 10. And 10 of, what do we have? 15. So there aren't many left. So click on the little live icon and that'll make sure you're sped up and current. Here we go. Question number 10. This 1977 theatrical rock opera boasting 50 million sales, and Rolling Stones ranked it number 343 on its list of 500 greatest albums of all time. Name the artist and the album, 1 point for each. This 1977 theatrical rock opera boasting 50 million in sales. I believe it is the greatest selling rock opera album of all times. Nope. Nope. 1977. I think Jesus Christ and Godspell were earlier than that. Those are probably closer to 60s, 70s. 1977. So for most of us, we would have been in high school. No, Tommy came out, I believe that was the 60s. Uh, 69 for Tommy. I remember it's a point for each, the artist and the album. Jesus Christ Superstar was 71. So this was 77. Rita, yes. 1 point for Rita. Name the artist. Quick, quick, quick. Quick, quick, quick. All right. Rita. All right. Mike got the meatloaf. So yeah, it was a point for one. Meatloaf, out of hell. Yeah, 50 million. 50 million. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. And this is the other thing I try and do with my trivia. I actually have kind of two odes to Bimbo because I know we talked about Kung Fu fighting. So here's kind of another ode to Bimbo for trivia night. I missed my sidekick. Those are fun times. But I hope I'm doing a okay job without her. I wish she was still here. She was such a good sidekick, but the games lasted much longer. I know. I hear it, Rita. I've had like a couple nights of 4 hours of sleep. Last night, 5 hours sleep. And last night I'm like, oh yes, I'm going to be able to sleep well tonight. No, I was up till 5 o'clock in the morning again, and then up at 10. So, yeah. It's hell to get old. All right, you ready? Hit your little live button to make sure you're followed up. Let's get on with the question number 11. Bimbo's multiple choice. And she made those up on the fly. She didn't do any prep on those. But a lot of times I will say on her multiple choices, she got the correct answer incorrect. Because she didn't research anything. I try and make up for her, Rita, but I'll never be Bimbo. She was my idol. She was the best. She was the best entertainer ever. All right. So number 11, this Winnipeg-based company was known for their compilation albums featuring songs from the 70s, many of them albums with themes. Thanks, Jen. I appreciate it. This Winnipeg-based company was known for their compilation albums featuring songs from the 70s, many with themes. Yes. Hike with Mike, you got that. Now, I will say, though, they had one compilation album from the 80s. So, yes, it was K-Tel. And K-Tel also sold the Who Can Forget? And I think this is kind of a node to Bimbo, too, and it's ironic. I don't know if she ever knew that there was a connection here. But the Vegematic. So, with Ron Popeil. So I think they had a deal where he could help Ron Popeil sell the Vegematic. So, oh no! But what would K-Town be? Why would Google pick K-Town? I've never heard of anything K-Town. Is your head going round, round like a record, baby? Right, round, round, round. Mike, I get it. Sleep deprivation is crazy. I'm sure the cats are driving you nuts. I grew up in Florida, so I was telling my former roommate lives down there. He's in Port St. Lucie. And I was telling him when I lived in Orlando, it was probably about 1973 we had a snow. And it was enough that it got on the cars and we were able to go out and scrape snow off all the cars outside and make snowballs. And so we were able to have a snowball fight in Orlando around 1973. Jennifer, I'm with you. I'm with you. I am with you. Uh-oh, Vinny's back. Vinny, you're late. You're late because we're already on. We only have like 4. You could get how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 questions, and Hike with Mike already has 5 answers. But you can try and compete. I was hoping, are you subscribed to my channel, Vinny? If not, you should be. I put out a post as a reminder. But posts are funny. People don't always see them. So, and that's the other thing on my post is where if something happens, God forbid, I will post it there we're having to change the date or whatever. So I know Vinny's back for the great prizes. Now, Mike is new here, I think. So, Mike, just to let you know, give you an example of prior prizes. Vinny has won 2 weeks in a row. And the first week, he won my expired Universal Life Minister card credentials. And last week, he won a Tractor Supply Company card with a zero balance. So just know when you're here, you are competing for quality prizes. Absolutely. Oh, the missing ear goat now. Poor guy. It's probably why he screams. That poor missing ear. It hurts. It hurts. Oh, gosh. Oh, you gave it to Jennifer? Oh, okay. You're so sweet. Oh, gosh. We all need more friends like you, Vinny. We're certain. Rita says I should get the senior discount. I'm the oldest. I don't know. I don't know. How old's Honor? Honor's retired. And I'm 62. I don't know how old everybody else is. So, well, I'm 61. I need to quit jumping ahead here. I might not make it to 62 at this rate. Oh, gosh. A can of corn. See, if you have a can of corn, you can make fritters like I did for dinner tonight. Oh, gosh. All right. Hunter just says big love. He's not going to kiss and tell his age. All right. Now, I know, like, this may be Hunter's favorite band. I'm not sure, though. But, and Jennifer, I think you're a fan of boy bands, so this one might be right up your alley. This Scottish boy band's album was released in the US and Canada in 1975 and peaked at number 20 on the US billboards and number 1 in Canada. Name that band. This Scottish boy band's album was released in the US and Canada in 1975. Ooh, Vinny's coming in hot. Woohoo! Way to go, Vinny. He's got it with Bay City Rollers. SATURDA, not SAT. All right, here we go. Yeah, but that was kind of like a classic boy band type thing, Mike. But you may be too young for that. I don't know. Because whether they came out, what was that, 75? I would have thought that that was much later. I guess maybe not, because I was hitting the skating rink by myself at that time. Yeah, that sounds about right. Just seemed younger. I don't know why. Hey, Benny, good to see you, darling. How are things out west in the Wild West? 80s hairband metal guy. Wow. In Florida? Are you in Central Florida? Did you go to that? What was that club there in was it Fern Park, Castleberry area, the caboose looking thing? I think they did a lot of 80s kind of hairband stuff there. I'm trying to think if there were any other like 80s hairband venues in Central Florida around Orlando at the time. I can't think of any. Oh, you are Central Florida. Yeah. Yeah, I can't, was it the name of the place, the caboose or something like that? And I think it was Fern Park or Castleberry. But they had live bands at the time. I never went there though. I was always at AB Slee's dancing because Wednesday was woman night and they had the strippers. Yeah, the strippers come in first for ladies' night, and it was free drinks. So you got free entry, free drinks. And then after that, like all the men came in like cattle at like 10 o'clock to try and pick up the drunk women. You gotta love the 80s. Gotta love the 80s. Oh yeah, Tampa. I lived in Tampa for a while. I lived Tampa, Miami, Central Florida, all around. Yeah. Tribbles is a Florida gal. Benny Loco's a Florida gal. We're all in different places now, though. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, in Florida, living in Florida and trying to keep big hair before freeze was out, that was hell. I mean, I was showering 3 times a day to keep my big hair. It was tough because you couldn't just go redo hairsprayed hair. You'd have to go in and shower, clean it out, blow dry it, curl it, tease it, get it up. Yeah, craziness. It was a tough life back then. All right. So, question number 13. This song by Memphis radio DJ Rick Dees was about what kind of animal? The song by Memphis radio DJ Rick Dees was about what kind of animal? Oh, Vinny. See, Vinny, I expected you to lag a little bit on that one. You were in a hair band in high school. That's awesome. Like, those were the days, like, kids had something to do, right? We had the Sertoma Club, which we would hit Friday night and we would dance. And then, or in Saturday night, we could even go dance at another club. There was a teen club. And then there was was it JC's or the Lions Club? The local high school band would go out and they would play Freebird. They could play Freebird really well. I loved it. And that band and I actually won. We won the talent competition for our high school that year because I wanted to join just to join. I was in chorus and all that stuff. So I got a couple other girls together. We got a really good lead singer, Rosa. I wish I could remember I would love to connect with her again. Her, and then I was a backup singer. The other girl was a backup singer because I like harmony. So we did that, and then I got those guys to play. I couldn't believe I got them to play, but we won singing "Fire" by Bruce Springsteen, sung by the Pointer Sisters. So maybe that was the draw for the band, was that it was a Bruce Springsteen song. So they were like, "Oh, okay, well, it's a Bruce Springsteen song, even though it's done by the Pointer Sisters. I can deal with it," because they were rockers. Oh yeah, Battle of the Band competitions. Those are great too. Oh, theater, and interesting. No, we didn't do stuff with the old folks. Well, I would go singing at the old folks' home, but not for high school or anything. It was more of a church activity that we would do. Um, yeah. And that was good for me. It was really good for me because I realized then that, you live long enough, you're probably going to have dementia of some kind. I was everybody's granddaughter. I loved it. I loved hanging out with old people. Everybody else would move on to the next room or patient or whatever, and I'd be like hanging out with whoever, telling me stories and everything. I loved it. Oh gosh. All right. Vinny's coming in strong. So let's do the point overview. Hike with Mike has 5. Hunter's just hanging. And I know he knows some of these. He's got to know some of these. I'm thinking orangutan because that was a really good question. I just saw that. Hunter, I love you so much. A little background too. Rick Dees was not allowed to promo that song on his show, but I think he mentioned it. He wasn't allowed to play it, but he mentioned it and they fired him. But then the competition picked him up real quick. Yeah. And he actually did perform it live. He got a band together and did a little tour thing. All right, let me catch up here. I went allow in chorus. I kept trying to do all the lead parts. Imagine that, Benny. But you have a low voice like I do. I sang tenor in church choir. I sang second soprano in chorus in high school. Four best friends from band were best buds, all in competing bands. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's strange. Hike with Mike, have you ever hooked up with him to try and like hook up with a band again? Like there are a lot of musicians now in their older days, they have a little more time. They're starting to do band stuff again. I love it. We hang out at a guy, Camp G May. Check him out. He does open mic night. And if you play an instrument, you can get on there and do a thing. You can hook it. I love it. Saturday night, open mic night, and they're doing a funk fest. No, not a funk fest. Sorry, Kurt Fest. And they have 26 bands lined up for a live virtual festival. And they're looking for about 24 more people to play, whether it be singing or playing, whatever. You can contact GMay for that, Camp GMay. And it's just a good time with a lot of good people. I don't play an instrument. I haven't thought about going up there and singing, but it's just a good bunch of cool people. And some of the performers are really great. Some people just do vocals. And Benny, I wish you would do your if in Benny Loco, she has an awesome version of Creep on her channel. I love it. I think it's one of the best covers of it I've ever heard. Let's see. Oh yeah, check your pizza. We can't neglect the pizza. Yeah, that's why I loved it. I love cheesy songs. Even in the 90s, I liked bands like Sublime and stuff like that. Crazy and fun bands like Smash Mouth and stuff. I didn't get into too many bands. Nine Inch Nails, yeah, I like them. Some of those bands, but yeah. I mean, I like the songs that are fun and light and just, whimsical. That's why I love you. Yeah. All right. Will I be streaming what, Jen? Oh, will I be streaming Kurt Fest? No. And what I love about this group of people is they've done Funk Fest, Metal Fest, Country Fest, Stoner Fest. They do Jammy Awards, which is like it's like a red carpet award show, but it's all virtual. It is, and people vote on their favorites of the year, their favorite performer, favorite songs, whatever. There are all these categories. And Camp GMA does an amazing job over there with these shows. And what's great about like all the festivals is, people aren't country musicians or they aren't funk musicians or whatever, but you know what? They give it their best shot and they come on with something and it's either an original or a cover that's safe to play. They change it enough so that it doesn't get a copyright ding. Sometimes GMA has to go and take stuff out if he does get a strike, but he's really good if you want to just sing. There's a site he can direct you to for your like background music for your vocals. All right, Hunter, you go take a piss. We'll be here. Getting a hair band back together when he was in his 40s. Funny to here I go again. Oh, I'm going to write that down, see if I can find it. That's a great name for like a comeback. And we're friends with Mark Kropka, Pirate Radio. He was classically trained at the Canadian Royal Conservatory, and but he ended up in a career as a construction worker. And he has all of his fingers, so he is back to playing. And right now he's in his 60s and he's playing with what is it, three bands? Four, he's doing stuff all the time, and then he does YouTube as well. Here I Go Again came out in 2016. It is available on Prime Video for $3.99. Hopefully, talk to your buddy about getting it on Fossum or Awesome. I mean, Fossum or um, what's the other one? Tubi. If my friend Clowny at Clowny6868 can get a movie on Fossum where people can watch it free, he has a second movie on there now. It just came out, The Hard Life and Times of Clowny, Volume 2. You can watch that for free. If he can get a movie on there, I bet your friend can get some cred over there when he's run out of Amazon or Prime Video. Mark is awesome. Mark is awesome. And he's fun. He does pirate radio too. He just plays music. All right, moving on. That's enough promo. I got to promo my friends and stuff too, though. This song won the most played Australian work overseas. And not only that, category at the 2009 APRA Awards. Oh, it won the most played Australian work overseas at the 2009 APRA Awards. And in 2013, this was interesting, an internet campaign attempted to get this song to number one in the UK Christmas singles chart. Keyword is Australian. The song was released in 1979. So his 1979 song won the most played Australian work overseas. And there was an internet campaign to get it to number one in the UK Christmas singles chart. How could that be? I'm like, I don't even get why. Is there something in the lyrics that I've missed all these years? No. How in the hell? I guess it was just you. Yes, Mike got it. There is nothing in those lyrics having to do with Halloween, Christmas, but apparently, I guess that's the humor of either the Australians or the Europeans, and to try and get it to a Christmas single chart. I just do the research. Oh, Hunter, you're such a sweetheart. Smashing Pumpkins, they weren't 1970s, I don't think. I think they were much later. All right, Vinny coming in with 3. Let's see. Yeah, I think the most of the Smashing Pumpkins were born about 1970 something. They didn't even form till 1988. The Smashing Pumpkins didn't. Yeah, I don't know why there was a push to get Highway to Hell. Hey Dan, how are you feeling today? We just learned that AC/DC's Highway to Hell, there was a push, there was an internet campaign to try and make it the number one UK Christmas singles chart. And I guess they just have like the most played songs, so to knock Mariah Carey off the list, maybe. Maybe they got tired of Mariah Carey and they're just like, let's just pound Highway to Hell as most played. I'm glad you're feeling better, Dan. I know, I think it's hilarious. It's kind of like the what is the debate over that one movie uh, that I've never seen, Die Hard. Is it a Christmas movie? Yeah, fighting too much with kangaroos. Yeah, our friend, Old Humble Distilling Company, he had talked about if he got so many subs, he would fight a kangaroo. And he had to come back and said, no, my wife said I'm not allowed to do that. It's like, no, because you'll get your butt kicked. Even though he's tall and big dude, he's from Texas, so everything's big in Texas. All right, where are we? Mike with 5, Rita with 2, Triples with 2, Jennifer with 1, Vinny with 3, and Hunter with all the compliments. So, I mean, I don't know. Hunter might have to win this just for complimenting the ladies in the house. All right, moving on. We might have to have, should I add a couple? All right, number 15. Here we go. This is the last question tonight. Get your fingers on the keyboards. This band made their debut in 1974. The band, album, and the song on the album all have the same name. Who and what is it? The album, the band, and a song on the album all have the same name. Dun, 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 dun. No. And when I wrote that, I knew this is crazy because I knew there was a band that had this, and when I went to write it, I was getting the wrong band. And I was like, you nut, you should know better, because I wanted to like put the square peg in the round hole. It wasn't fitting because I was looking at the discography and of the band. I was like, where is the song? It wasn't a title track. Well, title track, whatever, but it's not even. It's on the second side, first song. Everybody knows what I mean. Band, an album, and a song, all with the same name. If I give you a clue, it's not Boston. It's not Kansas. 74. It was in 1974 is when the song came out. And that was their debut. Oh no, yeah, no, I know it's a title track, but Moody Blues. Nope. It was a debut. It was a debut album and band. 1974. No, blue, no. Debut 1974. Hey, Mama Mary, how are you? Good to see you. No. Maybe Mary knows it. Mary, this band made their debut in 1974. The band, the album, and a song on the album all have the same name. Name the band and the song and the. Oh, I should make it a 3-pointer. I won't do that to you. Yeah, America was early, early, early. Not Eagles. Not Eagles. Good to see you, Mary. How's your ankle doing, Mary? I hope it's better. Like I said, it's rough. It is so rough in this weather having to hobble around. No, no. It's a 2-word band. It does begin with a B on the first word. Oh, Leah Sugar Britches coming in hard. Look at you, girl. I loved watching us fight last night. I went back and I was reminiscing about my wrestling days and you and us in the ring and you beating my butt, me beating your butt, me flipping you. Was it your hand or Mandy's hand I had between my legs? That was such a weird move. It's like, what the heck? And Bimbo, I was out of the ring. I was thrown out of the ring, and Bimbo took a dive out of the ring because you and Mandy were already outside the ring, and I was there. And Bimbo dove off the ring onto the floor, and she stabbed me with her Viking helmet ears, horns. I barely flinched. Oh my gosh. Mary, good to hear that you're doing better. Yeah, no, it is bad company. She's sneaky. You gotta watch it. Man. Vinny, you're saying I'm as cold as ice? Foreigner. No, no. Who did I saw? Foreigner with Blackfoot in Lakeland because I don't know, Mike. I don't know how old you are, but remember when Lakeland was the only venue in Central Florida to go see a concert? There were no concerts in Orlando. In fact, they had the Bob Carr Performing Arts Theater, which you could go see acts like The Wiz, the ballet of Cinderella, which was hilarious. You could go see all the theater shows there. But if you wanted to go to a concert, you had to go all the way to Lakeland. What a pain in the butt. That drive sucked. It really did. That's where I learned to ice skate, though, was Lakeland, Florida, back in the day. Oh, yeah. No, because the Clash is different from London Calling. So that wouldn't be the same. Bad Company had their first album was Bad Company. Their band name was Bad Company with the song on the flip side of the album. First song was Bad Company. Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, we should do a team night, but y'all need to coordinate that. If y'all want to do team nights, we can do team nights, but y'all are going to have to pair up. And we'll do like a teams only unless you think you can win it all yourself. Uh, how do you mix up Bad Company and Foreigner? Vinny, I should deduct a point for that. Yeah. I didn't go so much in the 80s because then, the late, I guess I did some. Who did I see? Blackfoot and Foreigner. I saw ZZ Top. Who else did I see there? Uh, trying to think. I wasn't allowed to go to concerts, so kind of had to work that out. No, Vinny doesn't need any encouragement at all. Mr. T is in Clearwater. Oh, yeah, I bet. You probably saw Tom Petty there. Maybe early enough. Yeah, Vinny's late, unfortunately. But it's kind of good because Mike won with 5 points. We had Rita with 2, Tribbles with 2, Jennifer with 1, and Vinny coming in late still managed to crank out 3 correct answers. That is crazy. Hey, Benny, get with me in advance and I'll go on Restream instead of YouTube Live and I'll hook you up. And we can I could stream on your channel and my channel at the same time. That way you get your views from your audience, I get my views from my audience. So it could be crazy because I know your audience likes trivia too. That was a fun night. Take care, Benny. Give my best to Rand. Love ya. Enjoy that pizza. I'm jealous. I am jealous. Right. And Hunter has a neighbor who sings. What did you say? She sings like. Oh, you ready to see Mike's prize? Mike, are you ready for this? Man, I don't know. Can you handle this, Mike? Ready? Drum roll, please. Duh. Oh, I need a little drum roller. All right, here we go. Mike, here is your prize for tonight. You get my Ace Reward card sticker and I get the points. Congratulations. Thank you so much for participating. I'll really appreciate those points as you spend the money at Ace Hardware. So just, contact me. My email is in the description, or I think it's under my my info about me. Dan, I'm glad you're doing a little better. I know you'll sleep better. It'll help once because you're done with the steroids. So you should start sleeping better, which should really help you heal faster. So, Mike says thanks. Okay. So, yeah. Just let me know, Mike. Benny is absolutely everywhere. She's been on here forever. Ever. But, we're Florida sisters, so we gotta stick together. I swear I'm going to go out west. I'm going to go out west, and Benny and I are going to hook up one day. Well, Dan, I think you're still on the nebulizer, and that's all steroid too. So, in fact, I think that is worse than the regular pills. For me, it was anyway. Oh, Vinny's giving out prizes too. A box of stale saltines have been in his cupboard for 5 years. Wow. I mean, Mike, you got to come back next week. Like you might be able to take something even worse than that. Oh no, Hunter, that's awful. That is terrible. So do you think it's fixable, Hunter? Hit me up if you need guidance from the captain, Mr. IT over here. Oh, good, Spartan Dan. Had to mess with my Google and missed everyone. Oh, sorry, Tribbles. Well, Leah, it was great seeing you. I wish Coach Chisholm would do wrestling again. That was so much fun. And what was crazy about wrestling, it was what was it, PlayStation or something, PS2, whatever, PS, whatever, a wrestling game, and you can create characters. And he created characters out of YouTube people, and he'd put it on autoplay, and we'd fight each other. But what was funny, Leah, right? Because there were some people that were, and Hunter knows this too. There were people that were actually fighting, like the fight of the week, and that community I was never a part of, but I liked Coachisms and Leah and Hunter, some of the people on the fringe that are cool, who aren't so much into the drama. But people would fight, on YouTube, grown adults fighting like children over petty stuff and doing awful stuff to each other. But he would actually have them fight in the wrestling tournament on a Friday. And the funniest thing was they'd have female fights, male fights, uh, but the audience, most of us were women. We would go. That was a Friday night thing. All of us girls would hang out, mostly girls, hang out and watch the wrestling fights. And I never liked wrestling, so it was crazy. And after a while, it took about a year. Coach gave me a character to wrestle. It was great. Those were good times. I loved it before I had a character. Multiple hairballs. Wow. That's amazing, Tribbles. Did you cough those up yourself? Because, Dan's had a productive cough. So I don't know. Maybe something's going around. Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah. We definitely did. You get into wrestling ever, Leah? Before this? I mean, I never did. And I grew up in Central Florida, which is kind of where wrestling came from. It's so funny. Because I used to watch boxing back then because my boyfriend at the time loved it, but I was never into really violent sports. But yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad all of you came. So it's 9:40. Wow. It was almost a 2 hour. I yacked tonight. So at least I didn't yak any hairballs. But thank you all for coming. It's been fun. WrestleMania saw The Rock Batista. I don't know who that is. Must be from the Caribbean. It was great. My lens was huge because I was in the nosebleed. Lusher kept coming over and saying no professional photographers. Funny. Oh, your ears must be burning, Old Humble. Old Humble Distilling Company. It's what it is. He has a distilling company. You can see him behind the scenes. We used to do trivia over there. Yes, you missed trivia. It's 8 o'clock Eastern time every Friday. Unless I'm doing an interview with Mark Kropka. But those don't happen. It was a one-off. We had scheduled it long ago, so I did one trivia on Saturday night. But normally, it's a wintertime thing for me, Humble. So we're doing everybody's requested music trivia, so that's kind of what we're sticking with. We've done 60s, 70s, 80s. So what's the next trivia, y'all? Should we do another decade again? What do you want? You want anthem songs, love songs, hate songs? Every once in a while, I come up with a funny one, Tribbles. I try. Oh, I love Snickers, Dan. And his little cat crack. Cat crack. He loves you for that too. All right, what genre are we doing? Yes, Humble is a distiller with a YouTube channel, so go check him out. And he also talks about interesting subjects from time to time. Cartwheels. I've danced for you, Hunter, but I am not doing push-ups and cartwheels. I'll do gardening for you, and I'll do dancing for you. And so what are we doing? 70s easy listening? I almost put in a Captain and Tennille. Let's do it. I think it's fun. That should be fun. Everybody up for 70s pop? Pop. Do a little muskrat love and rubbing our noses, rubbing our toes. How does that go? I can't, I'm going to have to omit muskrat love now. Or will I? Stay tuned. So another thing I do, Humble, is sometimes I'll do a short or a video, and I'll mention, stumble upon some rock trivia or something, but then it'll become part of the trivia for Friday night. Sometimes it's just a song I use in a short that's part of the genre. And I always try and do a song. So the controversial song this week, Old Humble, was a song that was banned by Loretta Lynn in 1975. Can you name the song? I'm just curious. Looks like muskrat love. See, we can get Kropka to play that. He can be the captain. I can play Tennille. That should be our Halloween thing. Yes, Vinny, you missed that song. Yes, it was called The Pill, Old Humble. I haven't listened to it, but the lyrics are quite amusing. Yeah. Her song, The Pill, got banned in 1975. How about this, Old Humble? The song Respect was written by Otis Redding and was originally recorded by Otis Redding. It changes the whole tone of that song, doesn't it? That was some interesting trivia. Oh, yeah, sorry. They banned. Yeah, I'm working on a few nights of 4 to 5 hours sleep. And it's almost 10 o'clock. So I've been up for 12 hours on 5 hours sleep. So I think it was 545. That's what I'm pushing this week. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. Oh, I had no idea, Vinny. That's interesting. I can imagine America playing muskrat love. Yes, I am giddy. That's why I came up with that quick hairball from Tribble's joke. George Michael. Now I'm missing it. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Old Humble. I have some bubbly. So I might have, a glass of champagne and then hit the hay. Yeah, I'm not doing any push-ups, Hunter. Oh, you're doing a 12-4-5? Is that what you're doing? Last Christmas. Oh, yeah. Well, you know what song is like looked down upon now is We Are the World. It is not PC. If you go back and look at the lyrics. I know. I'm waiting for the hallucinations to kick in, Leah. I don't want just deprivation. I want oh, but there's some weird people. There's some weird people on the middle of the night. This one guy, what's his name? Zombies are something. And he dresses like a clown and he has a lot of adult toys. that come out, and sometimes he wears diapers over his pants, and one of his catchphrases is, what is it? I don't know somebody, but you know somebody that knows somebody that's, I don't know. What is it? That's smart? That's dumb? I don't know. He has a weird phrase that he uses in these overnight. And then there's these are all live things. And there's this actor, Jeff Crabtree, that was in a movie called Kill Tony and a couple of other things. And he is just like ridiculously drunk. And he smokes, and he has like one of those modern Mr. microphones, the one that has bad sound quality, and it has a big cube that I guess it's supposed to light up and do stuff. It's really bad quality. It's like, if any of you know, Hunter and Leah might know from Yeah Man's daughter, she got one for Christmas. Like hers was pink, but Jeff Crabtree's is dark, and he's called the Iron Patriot is his channel name. And he does like songs, and he was singing the Zombies by the Cranberries last night. And he swears he has the perfect voice range for that song. I tell you, late night YouTube live is wild, absolutely wild. Oh yeah, clowns, me and clowns. I take them down. I take them down. Old Umble says, last week I was at a conference. It was 6 consecutive 16-hour days. And I followed up. Oh yeah, I'm sure you did. Old Umble, how many states do you sell your product in now? And what products? I know bourbon, of course, whiskey, of course. You're doing vodka now. What else? Oh, we sleep in the opposite sides of the house, Leah. He has his room because he gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to hear that crap. And we have a master bedroom thing. I don't want to hear him. So I'm in another side. I'm in the total opposite side of the house. He has a huge room, master suite. We have 2 masters with master suites, but I don't even sleep in the back master suite. I sleep in the front room, a front room and a bathroom. It's opposite my office. This is my office. So there's a bathroom between my bedroom and the office. So I'm on the east side, east wing of the house. Chris is on the west wing. He's the president. Yeah. Oh, you got a new popcorn? I love my new popcorn popper, my little silicone thing. And Hunter, get that. Angela Critters has been touting the Kinder's caramelized butter seasoning. It is amazing. You get it at Walmart. I don't know who else sells it, but it's amazing on popcorn. And I like the dried ranch mix on popcorn. That's really good. I did not imagine those crazy shows, Leah. I promise. I promise, unless those are my delusions. No, look it up. Iron Patriot will bring you to Jeff Crabtree, who does karaoke, and he says he's also a comedian. But maybe he's doing a character, and that is the comedy. But I don't think so. It's kind of sad actually, because he goes through a lot of Bud Light, and he smokes. So yeah, there's a lot going on over there. And then the other is zombies are Oh, there are two names, because he has his like channel name and then there's the username, Zombies or something, and I forget the other name. But it's crazy, and I don't even know how his stuff stays online. And there's another guy, I haven't seen him in a while, Nicky something. He's not on terribly late, but what's crazy about him, he just sits there and reads the comments. But the comments are so crude. They're awful. And he just lets them roll. It is so bad. And the stuff people say to this guy. I'm like, oh my gosh. Right. Because Hunter, what time do you go to bed? If I knew you could do that, I'd gotten married years ago. Yeah, we've advanced Leah's since the what is it? The Dick Van Dyke days, where they had the separate single beds in the bedroom. Like now we're on separate sides of the whole house. You're about to get your website back, so I won't be an embarrassing mess anymore. That's funny. So what did you put it in? Old Humble? What are you doing? That's true. How many states are you in? Old Humble? Old Humble. States and whiskeys. Did he leave? I think he's in 50 states. Oh no, he must have left. But anyway. All right. So at this point, I'm just reading comments. Should I stay on and read comments? Not like that one guy, though. Oh my gosh, you all are so kind. 46 types and 4 types of whiskey. There you go. Congratulations. You worked hard. Because let me tell you, this is the hardest working man in the whiskey business because he's a one-man show. And it's a really big show. Yeah, you know what they say about shaking it, Hunter? Mix zero in the skinny screw top can, 2 of those, and I'm toast. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm a lightweight anymore. Laugh out loud, Jen. I think our bookmarks are pretty much the same. Not sure what you're talking about. Oh, I did try to see if we were cousins though last night. I went on Ancestry last night, Hunter. I swear we probably are. Get your DNA done on Ancestry. I swear Dan and I are cousins for sure. Yeah, we talked about a duplex, Leah, actually, but staying in the same duplex together, like a 2-bedroom duplex. Because I got a garden. So that when I downsize from this, it's probably going to be one side of a duplex where I can bring my box gardens and still garden. Because I got a garden. Got to grow some food. Right, Rita? Rita knows. Especially at this age, because, he would be miserable. I would be miserable, because I'd just lay there and toss and turn. I did that for several years. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not on the rooftop yet, Dan. Michelob Zero, great on the figure. Yeah. Champagne's not bad either. It makes you feel full. All those bubbles. Because I'm not a soda drinker. So if I drink any champagne, I feel bloated, which is fine. I'm not out to win a beauty contest. And I'm not modeling bathing suits. Not at this point. Every time my husband still works and he's yeah, right, Rita? We're all related. Yeah, I believe it, Vinny. We are all related. Yeah. Let's see, I have a queen bed. Chris has two queen beds in his room. We have a king bed in the back, and this is a twin bed or something. I don't know what it is. And then we have two full size sofas. So, yeah, Dan and I are cousins. Feed these ladies. That's right, Hunter. He was a wise man. Vinny's from the Midwest. Am I right, Vinny? Are you from the Midwest? Do you also say fish and wash? Dan knows how to say it. Fish and wash. That's right. No polka dot bikini. It was a polka dot, National Polka Dot Day, I think Wednesday. I learned that from Dan. Dan the man is the national holiday man. I'm a night person too. Yeah. It can be hard. And then I feel like he's gone to bed. I got to be quiet. But again, most of what I do is on the east side of the house, luckily. Oh, California King by Foster. Fancy schmancy. Oh, you're from Michigan with everybody else here. Spartan Dan. Well, Leah's not. Hunter's not. But a lot of people that hang out here, Vinny, are from Michigan. Maybe that's how you found us. Do you hang out with some of those people? Kimbers. Who else? Jennifer's from that area, I believe. Not sure. I could be wrong. But yeah. Mary. A lot of people from Michigan that watch. Yeah, here everything's Coke. I'm in Atlanta, so everything, no matter what you drink, is a Coke. All right, good seeing you, Joe. Take it easy. Take it easy. And yeah, for some reason, people aren't popping up that they're live or like I'm subscribed to people and I don't even see regular videos. So frustrating. Like Charlotte Unplugged. Why don't I get her videos? I have to go back and like watch a bunch of them. Baker's Brews in Edmonton. I got to go back and watch a bunch of her videos because YouTube didn't notify me. I watch a lot of videos every day. I watch all of Dan's. Try to watch Hunter when I can when I'm up late at night. I watch Tribbles, but Tribbles, she does shorts. So, um, you don't get a notification for those. Oh, yeah, that's terrible, Vinny. I was watching that game. We were all on the edge. We were all on the edge. And, even though I'm really a Raiders fan from back in the day, now I lived in Florida, I was Miami, but then I moved to LA and then I became a Raiders fan. Kind of been a Raiders fan since the 80s. Um, but I don't watch football. I mean, I've been to some Falcons games, but let's not go there. But Chris isn't into sports. I'm more into sports than he is. So, but I won't watch him on a game. I won't go to a bar to watch him. We don't have a TV. So, slacky tails and furry bottoms. What are you talking about, Hunter? Are those your fantasy looks? Slacky tails and furry bottoms? I am. I'm from the Midwest originally. So I get it. I get it. Flint and Saginaw. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, I was watching this girl last night doing a live because here's another weird one. She was drinking like crazy with her twin, and then she went driving live, drunk, and she's sitting behind the driver's seat. And I'm like, she has 7 kids. Now, obviously, this woman's not known for making the best decisions. And I was just horrified. I'm just in the chat, and because I was like in the bushes, and I'm in the chat like, don't drive drunk, don't drive, like, don't call Uber, like, whatever. And I'm like, what are your kids going to do without you? I mean, it was horrifying, horrifying. Um, and I was just like, what are people thinking? You can learn more on this chat without putting on a push-up bra. No honor. Oh no, Tribbles. You literally burned 2,000 calories. Thanks, Dan. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. Oh, I lived in Scranton, Vinny. I was born in the Midwest. I was born in, shall I give my state that I was born in? I was born in Indiana. And then we moved to Virginia, then Pennsylvania, then Florida. They moved in LA. Oh, no, Florida, Georgia, Florida, LA, Florida, Georgia, Lexington, Georgia. Worked out in Sacramento, California. I've been all over. I have been around. I've been around. I loved LA. There was one place I never slept, but I was, 17. I was 17 and no guardianship. I was a wild child. I was a wild. No, but I worked. I worked hard. I worked real hard. I had a decent job with a bank doing their insurance processing for mortgages in North Hollywood. And I'd party all night. Termites walked into my house and they ate about a third of it. Luckily, I had a termite bond. Termite walks into a bar and asks, is the bartender here? Am I missing something? YouTube should delete her channel and report her to the authorities, right? I mean, it was crazy. It was crazy. And she was so stupid. She was holding up the menu because they went to eat. She was holding up the menu where they were with the menu name on it. And she was talking about clubs she'd go to. Because she was trying to say she was from Muskegon. GR is not Muskegon. And the restaurant and all the clubs around her. She kept saying she was in Detroit at Coney Island restaurant. No. She was at a restaurant that's only in Grand Rapids. Yes. Yep. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But the only good thing she had going for her was that she was at short distances from where she left, where she went to eat, and then where she lived, I guess. It was a train wreck, though. So, yeah, they drive among us. Unfortunately. I said there's some weird people late night. Weird people late night. It triples in and out. So I missed the bartender joke. Hunter has a channel, Dan. You can drop his link too. Does anyone else? Vinny, do you have a channel? Do you have subscribers? Do you put out any videos? Did we lose Mike already? I'm going to have to look Mike. Hike with Mike. See if he has a channel. Let's see. John. Did I say John? John, you're my favorite YouTuber right now. Oh. Thanks, Hunter. Should I do late night, Hunter? I know you're up sometimes. I thought about doing late night because you have the Indian audience, the Middle Eastern audience. Let's see. Who was I going to hike with Mike? Does he hike with Mike? Oh, he has 3.3 thousand followers. Devoted to outdoors and all. Copy link. Can I? Oh, I can type in my own chat. Let's put up hike with Mike. There we go. If I go here. Good. Oh, okay. Get to put a face with the name. He's fast. Very fast. He's been to some really cool places in Florida, it looks like. Some of the springs. Does he have a playlist? Swamp Talks. Conservation tips, horse trails, fire roads. Oh, bioluminescence. So he's been over in Titusville. Because I know where that's in Mosquito Lagoon in Titusville has a bioluminescence place. So, they have these phalanges that, is it phalanges? It's little microbes, and they have bioluminescence. So when you splash in the water, it all glows. Solo camping, mail calls, channel wrecks. Looks like a lot of Florida hiking. Very cool. Bushcraft and woodsman's ideas, wildlife videos. He has some snakes in there. Hiking trips. He has a pretty cool channel. Haiku with Mike. That's so funny. He has one video. I was writing haikus for a while. Good night, Rita. Love you, girl. What are we going to do without Faye? We're going to be lost. I know she's getting ready for a trip. She's so excited. I'm excited for her. Y'all, Faye's going on a cruise. Isn't that awesome? Used to be addicted to soap, but now I'm clean. Gosh. There might be people here that are addicted to soap. Oh, because y'all ever seen those people that eat clay on YouTube? It's a Southern thing. You can go down to convenience stores in South Georgia, and they actually sell clay for people to eat. And they put it right up near the register because it's a hot seller. Sleep well, Rita. Yeah, your Fantasyland folks. Hunter, half the time you don't even know your Fantasyland folks are there. You're so funny. Let's see. Where is Hunter? There he is. And imagine I'm subscribed. Now, what gets me? Share channel. Copy. Paste. All right. That's Hana. Light travels faster than sound, which is a reason that some people appear bright before you hear them speak. Ha, ha, ha. That's pretty good. Titusville is popular because it's a small town. You're right across from the VAB. So you can see the Vehicle Assembly Building from Titusville. You're on the Canaveral National Seashore there. So if we wanted to go to the beach and they were launching anything, they would, give us notification. Beach is closed this day, this time for blah, blah, blah launch. But when we try and go to the beach and the gates were closed and there was no notification, we knew it was like a high level top secret launch that was happening. So, and Chris's grandfather lived there because he worked for NASA. He was a rocket scientist. So, no joke there at all. I don't know that they put laxatives next to the clay, Leah. And it's that white stuff too. And what is it? These women eat cornstarch too. They're cornstarch eaters. I like my clay dry and raw. And it's not red clay, it's a white clay. So I think it's a pica is the name of the syndrome, pica disease or something. But a lot of times there's actually some mineral or something that they're lacking in their diet or that their body is not processing right to get the nutrients that they need. And a lot of times that's why they eat what they eat, which is really weird. Hey, Christopher, congratulations. How many days did it take you to move? That's a lot. It's a lot of stuff to pack and move. Oh my gosh. Chris is also in the Midwest. We're doing fine. You missed trivia tonight, Chris. I'm not on, I don't know how to drop a link on here. Share. I don't know how you can do that. You don't have access to the. Why is YouTube telling me I don't have access to a feature? I mean, do you have to be like Mr. Beast or something? And if I share, it's just going to share a link to this video. It's so weird. I don't know. Engage with your audience. Yes. Edit and stream. No. Share screen. No. I don't know. I can't let you up here under this, Chris. I'm sorry. But yeah, let me know when you get unpacked and settled and we'll go live, bud. It's been a while. YouTube drinking community. It's a thing, Benny. It's a thing. Boyt, B-O-Y-T, that is bottom of YouTube. That's another community. And there's a lot of crossover between bottom of YouTube and YouTube drinking community. StreamYard. I use Restream, Chris. But on my Restream now, Chris, the way I have it, I'm a paid member of Restream. So I can send you a link. And on your end, you can set it up to go live on your channel while I'm on my channel. So that way you're live on your channel, getting watch time and viewers on your stuff, and I'm live on my channel, getting watch time and viewers on my stuff. And we can do that at the same time. So, and I can walk you through it. Thanks, Leah. I appreciate it. They're supposed to be less glare, but depending on where I look, I get a little glare. I think they're less than my other glasses. I didn't bring them here for a comparison. So, but I actually had to put a little bit of concealer on just in case. But now look at that. In the light, it looks like I have a big glob here and nothing over here. I don't know. It looks weird. Maybe it's just the lighting. That's a little better. I don't know. Hey, you can't drink. I don't drink. I can't drink. Yeah. 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 Don't do that, Hunter. We need you around. You need to lay off that stuff. You know, that's what took Bimbo out, I'm pretty sure. I mean, the chemo and the cancers didn't help, right? But that's why she gave up drinking, was because the doctor was like, if you don't quit drinking, you're going to be dead very quickly. And her stopping the drinking, see, that's the thing about your liver. If you quit drinking, your liver can get better. I mean, they accused me of being an alcoholic and referred me to AA, but it was my gallbladder. So, and what had happened is I was having gallbladder problems for a long time, went in to get it checked, and then COVID hit and they delayed my surgery. Like delayed any more testing. So they're like, we're done. You know, I was supposed to go back, be scheduled to, pursue other, the next steps. And they canceled it. Well, and then I was drinking, admittedly. I mean, most of us were during the, early days of that. Those who could did. But yeah, but my liver now, my enzymes are all great. They're all perfect. So it bounced back once they got rid of my gallbladder. But I also had them do a biopsy of my liver at the time to see if it was cirrhotic or whatever. It was not. I was very, very lucky. So, I still have a drink every now and then, but not, but I don't have a problem with it. So I can have a drink every now and then and then go without for a month, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, 4 weeks, 6 months. Hunter, you better stop it. You better stop it. Can I donate a liver before it's dead? No. Hunter, you got to stop it. We need you around. Does Leah do anything? Oh, Leah's channel link, you just dropped Hunter's. Leah doesn't do anything. Do you, Leah? Are you sneaking around on us? You don't do content. Or you Oh, you do have some stuff, Leah. Oh, you only have a playlist. You gotta start putting out some content, Leah. Not even a picture. We have no idea what Leah really looks like. Because that picture of you as a wrestler is not the wrestler that was beating my butt in the last wrestling match. Hunter, you need to be good. We need you around a while. Because it sucks when we lose our YouTube friends, right? Who did we lose last year? We lost Midwestern Mary, Jill. Who else? And I'm not even part of that community. Bimbo. Who else? Y'all might know more people than I do. But I know at least 3 in the YouTube community um, that we lost. And not Mary, but I know Jill. Jill was probably due to drinking. Well, she was sick too, but that was also probably due to drinking. Hmm. Oh, really, Leah? So you have enough followers? Should I subscribe to you anyway? I will. If it'll motivate you to put out some content. You'll have more subscribers than you'll have. Oh, I am subscribed to you. I'm already subscribed to you. You have 40 subscribers. Are you live now, Hunter? Because Hunter does that. Oh, Leah, I said that too. And, I'm like, who would want I was doing trivia only on my other channel. Because I like, yeah, people like trivia. But who's going to like anything I put out? And then, and I just did. And that's why I do variety too. Right. And I kind of learned that from Rosie because Rosie does a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know. And I was like, oh, okay. So you don't have to have a niche type thing that you do. You can do variety. That's okay. So, I credit Rosie for Bimbo and Rosie both for like propelling me to do more. So, Leah, I'm sure there's interesting stuff around you. I just find stuff interesting anyway. Like the birds being in my backyard. The geese aren't in my yard in March. Normally they're in my yard at March. I've never seen them in the back before a snowstorm. That was crazy. And I've never seen a robin this early. Now I keep seeing them. But I saw a starling early and now they're like not around. I don't know what happened to the starlings. But they're usually all around. I think you got hotter and hotter every time, Leah. The breastises got bigger, the booty got bigger. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, when that last fight you did, your bikini bottoms or your pants had sugar on them, and the G was right in the center. That was so hilarious. Sorry, Hunter. I don't know. I guess I need to use notifications, but I'm not sure. They kind of freak me out, but maybe I need to learn to use them better. I just put everything in my phone. That way I remember everything. Yeah, YouTube gives it to you, I think, when you hit so many subscribers. Seems like I got a lot of kidney infections when I drank a lot. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep, Dan. I wouldn't doubt it. Oh, start now, Leah. That way you can quit your job and have a little, cha-ching a cha-ching. Oh, you know what, though? People like drive videos. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. And I learned that. Like, my drive videos are some of my most viewed videos. Like, my video of Americus, Georgia was not that great. It would have been better had I had the window down. It was February. It would have been better if I'd had the window down and stuff. I can do that now because I have a better editor and I know how to overlay music. I didn't know that back then. So my video is kind of crappy, but you do see there are some really cool houses, but it's still one of my best viewed videos. My Atlanta driving videos are really popular. Um, my most popular shorts are just crossing a state line where they go, welcome to whatever. That's why I'll always put one out when I travel. It's crazy. People love it. There's so many homebound people. And that's why I've come to realize there are people that don't have the money to travel, have never traveled, or they're in a new state. So anytime they see something like, oh, welcome to Georgia, then they're like, oh, my hometown or my home state, whatever. Um, or people are just curious. Uh, I don't know. People are homebound, they're disabled, they're elderly and don't drive anymore, or they're from someplace, they want to see what the city looks like. Some dude, Latino dude, asked me, he requested, can you, because I did Buford Highway. And he's like, oh, I used to live there like back in the 80s. And then he's like, can you drive Spring Street, downtown and Midtown? And I was like, sure. So I don't know if the guy ever came back, but I did them. And they are very, very, uh, they're very popular for whatever reason. Yeah, 4 years to get over 1,000 subs. But you do a lot of shorts, Dan. Hmm. Who looks like they have cancer? Me? I hope not. Hey, Mark Kropka, how are you doing? Oh, we're just chatting. The game's been over a while. I've lost some people. I think I've lost Vinny. I lost Mike. Hike with Mike. We had a new player tonight, Hike with Mike, and he beat Vinny. But Vinny came in late. So, so does Vinny, what is Vinny's last name? Vinny, there you are. So do you hang out at Mark's, Vinny? Mark Kropka's? Is that how you know about this, or do you know from Jennifer? Yeah, but you finally got those 1,000 subs, Dan. You worked hard for it. You put out like 3 or 4 videos a day. Which, Dan, actually, Hunter got on to me about putting out so many videos in a day. And he's right. So now, thank you for that, Hunter. Because now what I do is like, you'll see, I have all these cruise videos that I haven't even edited yet. I have one coming out tomorrow. And I'll hold on to videos because number one, if I have no content to put out, I have a daily video I can put out. Or if I feel like I've been sick or something's come up, I'm able to put out a video that I have on hold that I've not put out. Now you have to have some ability to coordinate all that. But I think putting out one short every day is very, very good, which I have slacked on the shorts because I'm still trying to figure out how to do that because I have new editing software. And I did a short on, did like a compilation short that I've not put out on San Juan, Puerto Rico, but I have to finish it up. And it took me a lot of time to put that little thing together. I'm getting better. I'm learning this Adobe Express, which is free and it's fun. And it's free for 30 days. And it's an easy, easy editing software, which I'm really loving. But yeah, I think if you put out a short a day, that's how you get subscribers easily. But just one short a day. I don't know. Because YouTube, you'll notice YouTube, if you put out more than one, they're going to promote one, but then they seem to hold back on the second one. It doesn't get promoted very well. But then I think if you put out one video a day, that can be a lot too. going lives are where you get your watch hours. So with YouTube, it's like you got to do a little bit of everything. You got to put shorts out for subs. You got to put interesting content out for regular video because that attracts people, and you get your watch hours and whatever. And it shares an interest that you have to connect to people. And then going live is where you get your watch hours. So YouTube has kind of, you got to almost do all three to get anywhere. So trying to get my ducks in a row so I can quit. I honestly don't have time to make any content right now. It's going to take me a year to catch up on everything at home if I'm able to quit my job. Right, Leah? I know, man. Keep going, girl. Keep going. Get debt free. Pay off everything. Keep going. Keep pushing. Who are you talking to, Hunter? Are you live on your channel and talking in here? K5. Who's K5? Kropka? Hi, Leah. I found your channel randomly. Well, good. So you must watch a lot of music stuff, or I don't know. Maybe it's just because a lot of people here are from Michigan. Kropka is from Toronto. He's a really good musician. He plays piano wonderfully. And he does pirate radio, so he just sits around, chats at night. He spends, he plays music. So he likes stuff like Allman Brothers and some deep cuts and I don't know. Name him, Mark. I'm tired. I'm glad you did, Vinny, though. You've been a lot of fun to hang out with. And you're darn good at music trivia. Oh, yeah. The Betsy Bay interview was really good. I went over there and subscribed to Betsy Bay. Um, but I told her about Gmail. But I'd love to see her sample out some stuff with it. She doesn't need a professional photographer. She just needs to set a phone up on a table or give her phone to one of the customers and say, "Hey, can you film this song?" She doesn't need anything special. Nobody cares. They just want the content. And I did a little Google search of her, and it sounds like she's been written up and has an amazing voice. She does some She has a deep voice. So Janis Joplin and a lot of artists like that. So I'd love to hear her just sing, not even play anything. Honor. Don't ever forget I love you, and I'll come down to Georgia to support you in any way. Hunter, I feel the same, babe. Feel the same. I'm kind of, oh, how'd that go, Mark? Chris had his first one ever. He was so nervous about it. He's like, dang, the colonoscopy is awesome. He's like, that's the best sleep I've ever had. Oh, I'm due for one. I think I have to have one this year. I'm on the 5-year plan. Ugh. I'm on the 5-year plan because they found some nasty ones. And we've lost so many friends to colon cancer. I mean, how many people have we lost to colon cancer? We have lost Michelle and, well, 2. That's enough because they were in their 30s when they got diagnosed. Let's see. When am I due? When am I due? Interesting. No, I don't see it in here. I don't see. Oh, what? Oh, that's really old. $2021 is when I had it last, maybe. Pathology exam. Oh, yeah. This was crazy because so I had an endoscopy and a colonoscopy all at the same time. And because of that, they had me in the hospital. I just told him, make sure you change the rod before you put it, like go down my throat first before you go up the bone. Just to make sure. Just to make sure. Now I don't see where he says to come back. Additional information. Yeah, I think I was on the 5-year plan. So I need to call them and find out. But yeah, they found a couple things. And then I have that weird esophageal thing. So they have to like stretch my esophagus out because I was having problems swallowing stuff. I went to a neurologist first. I had descending colon polyps, 0.3 centimeter, filtered and entirely submitted. Sigmoid polyps. Had a little bit of everything. Yeah. So while he did the endoscopy, he stretched my esophagus out a bit. Oh God. Hunter, I think, are you behind, Hunter? My contact seems to fade away in the wind. No, Hunter. Oh, I think you went to grab another beer, but I told you I loved you, Hunter. And the same. I need to get a new hard drive for my laptop. I'd like to get a desktop computer and maybe try to work from home. You know what I have that's really good, Leah? You don't even have to get, well, I don't know if you need a new hard drive. I have an external, like storage hard drive. And everything from YouTube just goes to that. Even though I have I have a hard drive on my laptop and then I have a terabyte drive on my laptop too. I may have 2 terabyte drives on my laptop. And then I have the external terabyte drive, but all my YouTube stuff just goes to my terabyte drive. It's good for pictures and well, any audio, any video, any photos all go on my external drive and it's just hooked up. And if you don't have enough outlets, you can buy just a splitter. So you can plug a lot of stuff in. But, Chris is good for that. He knows all that stuff. But then I do like the peripherals, like the microphone, the cameras, like the other stuff. Yeah, Mark's a great musician. When I woke up, there's a note tucked between your neck and butt. Oh no, what did the note say? What did the note say, Kropka? I got one viewer. It's a solid viewer. That's always sweet. Man, I'm getting links mixed up. Must be, yeah, Dan. You got the shaky hands. You are buff enough. You're pretty buff, Hunter. I'm pretty fit. Do the colonoscopy. And really, I think the first time I did and it's changed. Like the first time I had to do the chug-a-lug, that stuff was nasty. The second time, this last time I did it 5 years ago, not so bad. Not so bad at all. And of course, the procedure itself is easy peasy. But yeah, the nurse brought me back when Chris had his because she couldn't get him awake. Like he was breathing, he was fine. but she had the hard time getting him awake. I guess she figured if I'd come back there, I'd irritate him with my voice. He'd wake up. Damn it, woman. Oh, I already dropped a link for Mark. Mark said it said, "Thank you for the wonderful time, but next time I'll buy you dinner." Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. That's terrible. Spartan Dan, why aren't you pulling up? Spartan Dan on YouTube. Dan, drop your own link, please. There you go. Spartan Dan, share. I got you, Dan. Spartan Dan is the man. But yeah, I highly recommend colonoscopies, and you'll sleep well. I should schedule one just so I get good sleep. Oh, 7 years, and you're probably due for another one, Dan. Usually, if they, depending on the polyp types. Because, like I said, I'm on the 5-year plan. I need to call and schedule that. And I love my medical stuff because it's all right here on my phone. Like every test I've done, every thing that's wrong with me since 2013. It's all right here. All my test results. When I get a test, I know before my doctor knows what the results are. Has all my medications, my allergies, my history, my doctor plan. If I see a doctor, I get a summary of the visit here and what I need to do, all my drugs. Everything is in one nice little spot. Oh, I can check in online. So I usually get there and I pull in and I check in. That way I just have to tell the receptionist, "Hey, I'm here. I've already checked in." And they'll be like, "Oh, okay. I got you. I'll call you in a minute." It's so awesome. I refill my prescriptions on here. I do it all. I love that app. Being married to a tech expert helps. Yes. But I just found out like a couple months ago that I wasn't even using the expensive mic that I got. Not terribly expensive, but I think well, I say expensive is $50. It's a good mic. I'm trying to get negative subs. Yeah, well, that's what happens, Hunter. You get negative subs when you delete all your videos. 15th of February, meet the doctor. Yeah. I need to put it in my calendar to call them. I called about Social Security today. 3 hours, 25-minute wait to talk to an agent. 3 hours, 25 minutes. It's a good thing I had editing to do. Because I just wanted to make an appointment, but they make you talk to an agent, I think, to get an appointment. And they did a lot of information online, but there's some stuff, and they're like, I wanted to make the appointment then do, because I'm going to get a separate bank account. Because if you have a joint bank account and you pass, they can freeze that crap. And I don't want Chris not having money. So I'm going to get a separate account. It's just stuff I need to do before then. I need to get some records together. Then I don't have any of my ex's information. I don't have any of my tax returns from when I was with my ex. But I need them to look that stuff up to see, can I, and they're like, "Oh, do you want to pull money off your current husband or your former husband or yourself?" And I'm like, "Whichever is the most amount of money." Are you kidding? Like, you got to tell me that. I don't know. I got to go call my ex and ask him, like, "Hey, how much money can I draw for you?" Oh my gosh. Oh, don't worry about it, Dan. You're good. You're good. I think all of us are family. Dan, Vinny's the only real like new person here. I mean, we might get some people in the bushes, but Vinny's new. And Vinny can always go back and look and check people out. Oh, I was high after mother. Yeah, that colonoscopy will make you drowsy. And you know how they tell you to eat light? No, Chris went right for Firehouse subs. He was like, no, take me to Firehouse. So that's what we did, which is better. Like when he does his A1C and other tests, Chris usually goes to this place because it's um, between here and his work. And he'll get the country fried steak with gravy and eggs and all the biscuits and all the crap to celebrate. Uh, I'll be 50 in a few months. My time is coming soon. That's right. It comes fast too. Once you pass 50, it goes really fast. And travel while you're young if you can. Travel as much as you can, as young as you can. I get mixed up with freezer glass, and the freezer should karaoke the host. Uh, I'm lost. Do you freeze your mugs or glasses there, Hunter? I mean, with your skull little symbol, I would think so. Yeah, it's all right. It's called My Chart, Leah, and it's what my hospital. That's My Chart by Epic, and when when they first started, it was a mess because they were trying to transfer records over from the old, crap and everything. And stuff got messy, and they'd say, "Oh, go on, My Chart and do this or that," um, and I would do it. And I'd have a problem. I'd try and contact somebody in tech, whoever in my doctor's office or tech support, whatever, and they'd be like, "It's not My Chart, it's Epic. It's called My Chart. It's by Epic." So they'd keep correcting me, and then they every time they'd do it, I'd go, "Epic failure." But I will say, I've gone to some other doctors, and it is one of the best apps ever. It even has my photo on it. Letters, like if I need referral letters, lung screen. Here's my lung screening results letter. Medication. Oh, I can pay online too with this too. Schedule an appointment, messages, visits, like upcoming test results, and come up here. I can talk to a provider, so I can send them a message, e-visits, schedule an appointment, view my care team, quick care appointment, urgent care appointment, messages, ask a question, letters, my record, COVID-19, to do, visits, test results, medication, health summary, my conditions, plan of care, preventative care, questionnaires, upcoming tests and procedures, medical and family history, health reports, document center, end of life planning, estimates for billing, uh, my hospital wallet. So if I need to pay, uh, or if I want to put a credit card there or whatever to pay anything, insurance summary, coverage details, sharing hub. So I went to this doctor and I was like, well, I can just hand you, it was a different network. And I was like, I can just give you all of my records. And I said, you can just, I can give you my phone and you can do a data transfer of all my records. And they're like, we can't do that. And I said, well, if I bring you a thumb drive of all my records, can you take that? And she's like, I have to check. And then she was like, yes, we can do that. What they did, they ended up printing out like 15 years of record. And then it was a PA, and the PA was so mad. She was like, because I was waiting and waiting and waiting. I'm like, why am I waiting so long? And she got so mad. She's like, 600 pages. I was like, you should have not printed them. I offered it electronically to, no. It was so funny. You can share everywhere, link accounts, search medical library, education, learning library, find community resources, personal information, account setting, personalized, change your shortcuts, linked apps and devices, communication preferences. I mean, it's crazy. I've got CVS on here too for my vaccinations. It's insane what's all on this little thing. Hospital wallet, is that anything like a prison suitcase? In the US it is. They take your firstborn, your lastborn, your house. uh, do I owe any money? Pay your bill. No, I'm at zero. Maybe. Oh no, that was fully paid. So yeah. But it's a good thing too, though, because I paid for my surgery up front, and then we went into the surgeon's office, and they're like, "Oh, you owe us for the surgery." I'm like, "No, I don't. I paid up front." They try and get you coming and going. You got to be on top of that. I only push what's on the app. I only have 3 buttons to push on my phone: high volume, low volume, on, off. That's it. Only 3 buttons. And then I got 3 below. Like, there's usually like 3 down here: back, enter, and whatever that is. Oh, pull up your screens. But yeah, I'm on a 5-year chat because we're way ahead of you. Yeah, right? 3 hours, 25 minutes. Yeah, sorry. I mean, y'all can leave whenever you want. I was trying to close up a little while ago, like an hour ago, over an hour ago. I thanked y'all for coming. And then we just got on a roll. I know. Yeah, Vinny. You'll do fine, Vinny. Don't be worried. Get it done. Get it done. Yeah. So I just stay within the same hospital system, is what I do. I've been with the same hospital system pretty much. I had to go out for something, but I've been with the same hospital system for 20 plus years. Once I got through to a rep, it wasn't very long, Leah. I mean, they wanted my social, my address, my phone number, my Gmail. They tried to get my ex's social security, birth date we were married, stuff I didn't have. Chris's information, bank routing number, which I'm going to set up a new bank account for that. I forget what all, but that was basically it. She was pretty efficient, and then she gave me I'll actually have a call. My appointment is not at an office, and that's what I thought I'd get because there's one right, fairly close to me. But no, they're going to do a phone appointment, so that's pretty efficient. And I don't know. I don't know if they'll be able to come up with anything or not. But that's the thing. Like, how do they know I wasn't the product of a DV and they're asking me to like contact my ex? No, they've got to have a way to bring that stuff up. I mean, it's my social security number. I filed taxes for those years jointly. So they should be able to find out what all that was. I mean, they know all my work history enough to pay me. if I were just to file on my own, but, you know, yeah, my doctor office puts stuff in the app. Yeah. Like I even knew I just had my A1C checked and I knew what my result was. And I was in the office. I went in, they take my blood, I check in, they take me over, they take my blood, check my A1C. They gave me my glucose right there as I sat. Um, but then they said it'll take a minute for your A1C. So I got called into the doctor's office and they took my weight, my blood pressure, and as I was waiting, popped up, my A1C popped up on my app. So I knew it before my doctor even walked in the door. So it's really cool. I love it. I love it. I love the app. It's amazing. And I love that because I have a lot of allergies. So I love that I can just pull up any of my allergies and not miss any. And my health history. Because God, I mean, when they talk about anything beyond 2013, trying to remember what surgeries I had for what, when, I'm terrible. I kind of guess at the numbers and dates and stuff on that. Too much technology for me, man. I'm a simple bro. I think this is way simpler. The old day you had to go ask for your records somewhere, sign all these forms. Here, it's right there. You can show any doctor. You want to see what? This is it. You want to see the history? Like I can even pull up like a graph of my blood work. So it'll show, if it's getting better, if it's getting worse, all that stuff. His blood work history and graphs. It's amazing. I love it. Yeah. So now, if I go to any doctor within the network, within that hospital group, they have access to all this already. So, where was that? I went to a new doctor. I think I was with the surgeon, with my retina surgeon. They're like, "Oh, you've got all your information already here." I'm like, "Yep." That made it so much easier. I've worked with a lot of software, Dan, in my life. A lot of complicated software. A lot of things come easy to me because I did CAD, Integraph, I did Map Info. So CAD and Integraph are like drafting softwares, and then Map Info is a mapping software where you're dealing with latitudes and longitudes and certain points and geographic, uh, different boundaries, like telephone wire center boundaries and stuff. So a lot of map stuff I've worked with over the years. I love mass transit, Hunter. I wish we had more mass transit. I lived in a place where I could get on the train and take the train to work and then one bus to work. I loved it in Atlanta because it was, I think normal drive for me would be an hour 15, but this was like an hour. And I got to be stress free and do other things on my ride. I loved mass transit. I wish we had. I don't even have a general practitioner internist. Uh, it's so hard to find any medical care these days. It's ridiculous. If you're not in, it'll take you months. It took me 6 months to get in with an endocrinologist to monitor my tumor. There you go. I mean, I love driving, but if I So when Chris and I go on vacation, I do all the driving. And I like road trips. Chris, not so much. I love them. But if I had my druthers, I'd just soon let somebody else take me somewhere. I want to take the Bright Line down in Florida because it goes, well, it's supposed to go from Orlando, I know Fort Lauderdale, Miami, but I don't know where it connects with Orlando because they were supposed to go through Newport Richie, and then people complained too much and they canceled it. But then they've been hitting people. I don't know. So I'm kind of afraid to take the Bright Line down there in Florida, but I've fantasized about it. I've taken the TVG in France. That was awesome. The high speed train from Le Mans to Paris wasn't planned by any means. We had a car. We just couldn't drive it because they had a gas strike, gasoil strike. And we were stranded. We couldn't get gas. We went someplace they had gas and they asked like for our ID to see where we lived and if we were within the neighborhood. And I told Chris, I said, just bribe them. And he looked at me like I was crazy. So we ended up with no gas. So we had to kind of change our plans. But he could have bribed them. They would have given us gas with a good bribe. Now we are on camera all the time. I just assume that, Hunter, but I don't think I'm that interesting that the government really cares about me. They're way more interesting people than me. So it doesn't bother me. Love you, Dan. You have a good night too. Hope you get to feeling better soon, soon, soon. If you don't, get back to the doctor. We love you very, very much. Yeah, I hope Alethea is feeling better. If anyone sees her pop up anywhere, give her my best, please. Because I know she's sick. Let's see, Benny. My general practitioner said he can check for polyps. I've known him 25 years. I don't want his finger in my butt. Well, see, Benny, like my husband and I had a gay GP for years. And so that makes all the difference in the world. You get somebody with experience, you'll never even know it. He was a really good GP, though. I miss him. I changed when I moved. Sometimes, I mean, I like my GP now, but he was really cool. He was really cool. I know. That's why I say, Hunter. Yeah. I'll be 62 next month, hon. Yeah. But if I can get it for 4 years, I'll be happy. Yeah. No, Chris is what? Gen X is the next one? But he gets to retire in 3 years. He could retire in two, but he's waiting for three because then I'll be on Medicaid or Medicare. So he won't have to carry me on his insurance at that point. But he'll still get insurance through the state, but mine will be a lot less. I might get supplemental from them, like a secondary. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll do a price comparison when that time comes. I think it's great that he's going to stay on at work for an extra year just so I can get covered because that'll be nice. But hell, I mean, now as it is, like everything, your deductibles are like $5,000. That'll eat up half your Medicare or Social Security. But you can't live on Social Security alone anymore at all. At all. No, I'm a half hour behind on chat, Hunter. I'm catching up. All right. Put the bottle down. Step away from the bong. Oh my gosh, Leah. You just ate a gummy. Oh. uh, don't give your Medicare up by a supplement. No, I mean, can't you do as like a secondary? Or do you have to have Medicare and then do one of their supplemental plan things? I wouldn't give it up by a supplement. I would have it in addition to. Oh, I wouldn't use a broker. You can do it all online and get the plans. No, I think my dad had United Healthcare, but oh well. I don't know how they're faring these days because I think it was United Healthcare through AARP. So this is the thing, though. No, I'm not giving up Medicare ever, ever, ever. But I think I need to sign up with AARP. They've been bugging me forever. I reject them. But I think once I get closer to 65, I'll go ahead and enroll with AARP because I think you get some AARP discounts or group benefits or something on insurance. I don't know. I'll look into it when I get closer. Yeah. And that's a chunk. It's a huge chunk. I don't need ACA. I don't think I could qualify for it, Leah. I don't even know um what all they require. I don't even know what the limit is. But regardless, Chris is going to work for 3 more years. But he's talking about wanting to go back to work after he retires because he was like, "Oh, I might just stay with them." I'm like, "Get your money. Take the pension. Find another job. Don't work there." You know. So that's what he's probably going to do if he's going to go back to work. I'd rather us do a little something, something. Maybe you could do a gap year. But the hard thing is, like, he's older. So you get older, then nobody wants to hire you. But if he gets on another job right away, right, they'll look at him like he's, you know, and he has a supervisory position now in tech. So he could be a tech supervisor for another 10 years. And since he has the longevity, they're going to say, oh, this is a guy who doesn't move around. We can hire him for 10 years until he gets Social Security. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's crazy. But that's his decision to make when he wants to make it. Yeah. They have a new CEO over there. I kind of let the word Target slip when I told Chris. I said, oh, has a new Target. Don't ding me, YouTube. Chris quitting too? No, because so the other thing that's holding him back now is he just got a raise. So for that to be part of his pension, he has to work 3 years. So now, but I feel better that it's not just me anymore. It's that raise. Are you talking to Leah, Hunter? Hmm. Getting old sucks because there's so many damn decisions to make. It's almost easier just to go to work than to deal with the government system. But Hunter can tell us. He can point us in the right direction. But yeah, Hunter's been through it. But yeah, I'd never give up any freebies. I don't know. Is that what? Oh wait, Sarasota Tim. He doesn't have. He didn't qualify yet. Don't follow Sarasota Tim's advice unless you have the resources. So yeah, but yeah, you got to save. You got to save like crazy these days, and that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably take this money and just put it into a Roth IRA. So max that baby out. Hmm. But I don't know. We don't have any kids, so we need to spend it. I just don't want to be in a nursing home where I'm sitting in wet diapers all day, which would be, under the Medicare plan, Medicaid plan. That's why I'm trying to avoid. Hmm. I know. I'll let Chris know that we love him. Yeah, he's probably. Yeah, I know he's in bed. It's 11:14, and I'm losing my voice. So I got 7 thumbs up. So I want to thank y'all. Can you hear my voice is getting scratchy? I'm still not 100% healed yet. My energy level's getting better. It'd be great if I could. It'd be great if I could sleep well. But being sick for what's it been, like a month? It was the day after Christmas I got diagnosed with the big C for the first time ever in my life. Um, so that has really kicked my butt. I've been surprised. Vinny, we've enjoyed having you around. Put it in your phone calendar. Friday nights is all right. 8 o'clock Eastern. Every Friday night, and we'll do the easy listening. Whoo! Get ready for some Barry Manilow and Captain and Tennille, and I know there are some one-hit wonders out there. I cannot wait. Like maybe some Me and You and a Dog Named Boo. It's going to be fun. You picked the subject, Vinny. It's all on you. It's all your fault. No, Vinny, you've been a lot of fun, though. I do enjoy your company. So, yeah. So you kind of fit in with this crazy crowd. So I love it. I really love it. So, Hunter, I always love you so much. Leah, you too, girl. Yeah, you get some sleep too, and try not to work so hard. Are you off this weekend? I hope. I hope you get a break from the evil boss, the micromanaging boss. Oh gosh. Yeah, we kind of have fun, Vinny. Life's too short to do otherwise, right? Oh, good, Leah. Well, do something good for yourself. Clip your toenails, pick your nose, give a good shave in. I did. I shaved before. I shaved the other day. So I'm good. Oh, but y'all, go check out Jeff Crabtree. No, Iron Patriot. Iron Patriot. Go check him out with his karaoke. And it's kind of sad, though. It's kind of sad because I think the guy probably could still get some acting jobs, but it's really sad. He's originally from Dallas and was doing DJ work before he became an actor. And the other guy, he comes on really early in the morning. Zombies are Let me see if I can find it. I bet it's not going to pull up. If I pull up zombies are, and it's the letter R. Let's see if I can find this guy. No. No. If I find it, I'll mention it on a stream next time we get together. Yeah, but you got to find something to do, Hunter. You got to go to the library, take some computer classes, go take some free. I bet you get free college classes there too. Do some volunteering. What is that? Volunteer. There's a volunteer website, and you can filter by things you like to do. You can filter by time. You can filter by day. Charity or whatever. But yeah, you got to be active. You got to do something. You can't just sit around and drink all day. As fun as it can be. But, you're going to shorten your lifespan. And you got to get as much from the government as you can right now. So, take care of yourself. Because we love you. We want you around for a long time. So, yeah. All right. Pass the gas. There you go, Hunter. If you'd be like Chris and I. See, Tribble said she can't eat mustard family stuff because it gives her gas and makes her bloated. And I'm like, if you eat it all the time, it doesn't. I know. We'll end on a good note. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Love y'all. Bye.